Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Open Mic broadcast. My name is Gregory Johnson, and today we have a conference basketball game in store for you all, where the Prairie View A&M Panthers will be taking on the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils. The Prairie View Panthers come into this game with a record of 2-0 at home, while having a record of 3-9 when they win the turnover battle, while the Mississippi Valley State Daredevils come into this game with a conference record of 0-2. We will be right back after the starters are announced for today's basketball game. And welcome back to today's broadcast. Like I mentioned earlier, we have the Prairie View A&M Panthers taking on the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils. Prairie View A&M Panthers average 4.9 made three-pointers per game, which is 3.4 fewer made shots on average than the 8.3 per game Mississippi Valley State gives up. So look for the Prairie View Panthers to let it fly here in this matchup, in this conference matchup. We get set for kickoff, and the ball is up, and Mississippi Valley State comes up with the first possession. Prairie View Panthers look to be in the 2-3 zone to start off this game. Mississippi Valley State moving the ball around. Swung to the corner. Stifling the defense by the Panthers here so far. Real active hands by the Panthers. And they come up with a steal. Javante Hopkins down the court on the fast break for the Panthers, and that layup is no good. Mississippi Valley State comes down with the rebound. Javante Sanders at the top of the key for the Delta Devils. Getting their offense set. They try to force it inside, and Prairie View comes up with another steal. They come back the other way. And number 4, Charles Smith IV for the Prairie View Panthers draws a foul on that fast break. Walter Hamilton for the Delta Devils charged with the foul. Charles Smith IV with 2 free throws for the Panthers. Smith comes into this one shooting 78% from the free throw line, and the first one is good. Second free throw attempt by Charles Smith IV is up, and it is short. The Delta Devils come down with the rebound. Vaughn Sanders at the top of the key trying to get his offense set for the Devils. Panthers doing a very good job of not letting the Devils force it inside too close to the rim. Active hands by the Panthers, almost force another turnover. And that one goes out of bounds, and the Prairie View Panthers force another turnover. 3 early turnovers here for the Devils. Great defense here to start off for the Panthers. Full court press here by the Devils, and they come up with a still almost foul called going against the Devils. Danny Washington for the Delta Devils charged with the foul. Kevin McGaskin with the ball for the Panthers. Travel called going against the Panthers, and the ball will be going the other way. Devils with the basketball. Panthers in a 2-3 zone, looks like. Mixed in with a man. 3-point shot is up for the Devils, and that shot is no good, as that was an air ball, and the Panthers will gain possession. Full court press here by the Devils. Not trying to let the Panthers get past half court, and they finally do so. Kevin McGaskin at the top of the key. Panthers moving the ball around, trying to get an open shot. Brian Miles at the top of the key for the Panthers. Passes to Charles Smith. He lets it fly, and that first shot is no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Devils come up with the possession. The Devils come back the other way. The Devils moving the ball around, and that pass is bobbled. Almost a turnover by the Devils. Mid-range shot by the Devils, and that shot is no good. Rebound by the Panthers. They come back the other way. Devils come back the other way, and that is a foul going to be going against number 14 for the Panthers. Number 14, Javonte Hopkins. Shooting free throws for the Devils is going to be number 3, Devon Sanders. Devon Sanders comes into this game second in scoring for the Delta Devils, averaging 10.7 points per game for the Devils so far. Shooting 66.7% from the free throw line, and that first free throw is up and good. Substitution made for the Panthers. Number 0, Kevin McGansky is going to come out. And number 12, Orlando Hawthorne Jr. is going to check in. Second free throw for Devon Sanders is up, and it's short. Panthers come up with the rebound. Score so far in this one is 1-1, as both teams have made one free throw and missed one free throw. Devontae Hopkins tried to get into the mid-range. That ball is lost. Turnover by the Prairie View A&M Panthers. Number 1, CJ Lane is going to check in for the Panthers. For number 14, Javonte Hopkins. Panthers in the 2-3 zone here. The Delta Devils have possession. Trap in the post. Skip pass across the court. Layup by the Devils is no good, and Brian Miles with the rebound for the Panthers. Panthers come back the other way. Tipped away by the Devils, and they come back the other way on a fast break, and that layup is up and no good. Delta Devils get the offensive rebound and go back up. Now the score is Delta Devils 3, Panthers 1, as the Prairie View Panthers come back the other way, and another turnover by the Prairie View Panthers. Panthers playing really fast here to open up this game. Need to slow things down. Just try to get as easy a shot as they possibly can. Delta Devils with possession coming back the other way. Panthers switch to a man, and Devon Sanders with the contact layup. Way to absorb the contact there. Panthers coming back the other way. Panthers trying to force it inside. Good pass, kick to the corner, and that shot is up, and that shot is no good. Delta Devils come down with the rebound. They come back the other way, and it's going to be a charge for the Panthers. Foul is called on Devontae Sanders, and Coach Smith looks like he's going to talk things over with the Panthers as they trail in this one so far by a score of Delta Devils 5, Prairie View Panthers 1. We'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back as the Panthers have possession coming out of that timeout. Prairie View trying to get an open shot. Kevin McGansky dashes to the rim, and that shot is off. Delta Devils come down with the rebound. Devils coming back the other way. A lot of movement on offense for the Devils so far. Good pass inside, and that ball is going to go out of bounds on the Delta Devils. Panthers basketball. Full court press here by the Devils. Trying to force a turnover on the Panthers, and they do so. The ball will be going back the other way. Delta Devils have possession. Substitutions for both teams so far. On the court for the Panthers, number 30, Andre Nunley. Number 0, Kevin McGinsky. Number 4, Charles Smith IV. Number 1, Charles Lane Jr. And number 3, Brian Miles is the lineup for the Panthers. As the Panthers force a turnover with more great defense here for the Panthers so far. Nick Gazelis checks back in for the Panthers as they get possession here, come back the other way. Charles Smith IV at the top of the key. Panthers moving the ball around. Charles Smith with the ball at the top of the key. Kicks to Kevin Bagansky. Panthers trying to get an open shot here. Nick Gazelis at the top of the key. Almost forces up a shot. And foul call before the jumper. Prairie View Panthers ball here. The ball will be inbounded. Inbounded to Brian Miles. Works out from the post. That layup is up and no good. Delta Devils with the rebound, coming back the other way. Guard Devon Smith with the ball. Free throw line jumper for the Devils, and that shot is no good. Panthers with the rebound, coming back the other way. Nick Gazelis passes to Charles Lane. He drives to the goal, and that layup is no good, but a foul on the shot. Lane Jr. will head to the free throw line. Charles Lane Jr. to the free throw line to shoot 2. Lane Jr. leads the Panthers in free throw percentage this season, shooting 88.6% from the free throw line. As the first free throw for Lane Jr. is good. Charles Lane also averages 8.1 points per game for the Panthers so far in this season. Charles Lane's second free throw attempt is no good, as the Panthers are shooting 50% from the free throw line in this game so far. Delta Devils with the ball. Panthers doing a good job of switching. Really sticking to their men. Not letting the Delta Devils get any good, easy shots up. Devon Smith with the layup attempt, and that shot is, Smith lost the ball, bounced it out of bounds, and it will be Prairie View Panthers basketball. Charles Lane Jr. with the free throw, with the drive to the basket, and he's going to be fouled on the shot. Hard foul. Charles Lane will go back to the free throw line after shooting 50% on his last 2 attempts.
At the free throw line for Prairie View, CJ Lane, shooting 2.
And first free throw attempt by Charles Lane is good. Second free throw attempt. is up, and it is good as well. Delta Devils with the ball coming back the other way. Delta Devils with the ball, trying to get their offense set. Can't get any passing lanes here as the Panthers are playing the passing lane pretty good. Good pass inside, and the Delta Devils layup is no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Panthers come up with it. Panthers coming back the other way. The Gazelles from the corner, and that shot is up and no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Panthers come up with it. Kick to the elbow, and the Panthers will slow things down. The Gazelles with the ball. Kicks to the top of the key. Charles Lane Jr.'s shot is no good. And the Devils couldn't hold on to that offensive rebound, and the Panthers get another possession. The Gazelles with the ball, coming off of the off-ball screen. Kevin McGinsky at the top of the key. He dances, drives to the rim, and that shot is blocked by number 0, Raquan Brown, as the Devils come back the other way. Devils getting their offense set. Kick to the corner. Brown with the three-point shot for the Devils, and that shot is no good. Rebound by the Panthers, excuse me, as the Prairie View Panthers have possession, coming back the other way. Panthers with possession, looking to get an easy shot up here. Nick Gazelles from the mid-range, and that shot is off as the Devils come down with that rebound. Devils with the ball, forces inside, and that shot is good, but there is a charge called against the Devils. Number 23, Orico Gibson, and there will be a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back after this timeout. We have a score where the Prairie View Panthers trail by 1 by a score of Delta Devils 5, Prairie View Panthers 4. And welcome back as the Panthers come out of that timeout with possession. Charles Smith IV will drive to the basket as that free throw is short, and the Devils will come up with the rebound. Devils coming back the other way. Pass inside. Vaughn Smith with the fadeaway jumper, and that shot is no good. Brian Miles with the rebound for the Panthers. Panthers coming back the other way. Kick to the corner for Charles Smith IV. Kick to the elbow. Charles Lane from the top of the key. That jump shot is good. The three-point shot by Charles Lane Jr. gives the Panthers a lead. And now the Panthers lead by 2 by a score of 7-5. Handoff by the Devils, and that layup is good by Raquan Brown as the Devils tie this one up. Panthers coming back the other way. Charles Lane thought about it. Kicks it to the elbow. Kick to the corner by Charles Smith with the drive. Foul called going against the Delta Devils on the drive to the basket by Charles Smith IV. Charles Smith IV leads the Prairie View A&M Panthers in scoring, averaging 12.7 points per game so far this season. Headed to the free throw line is Charles Smith IV, where he's shooting 78.7% from the free throw line. First free throw is good by Charles Smith the fourth.
For Prairie View at the free throw line. Substitution for the Delta Devils, number 22. Reginald Charles Smith the fourth for Prairie View. Shooting one.
Charles Smith before second free throw attempt is good. And after that free throw, the Prairie View Panthers lead by 2 by a score of 9-7. And a steal by the Panthers. Javante Hopkins with the steal and a foul coming back the other way going against the Delta Devils. Devontae Sanders fouled. Charged with the foul, excuse me. Second foul on Sanders. And the Panthers will go to the free throw line once again as they are in the bonus. Shooting free throws for the Panthers is Javante Hopkins. Hopkins shoots 58.5% from the free throw line. As that first free throw attempt is no good. Delta Devils will get the rebound and come back the other way. Devils working the ball in the post. Net hook shot by number 22, Reginald Rawlins, is good, and the Devils tie this one up. 3-point shot by the Panthers is good. Number 12, Orlando Hawthorne Jr. with the 3-point shot, giving the Panthers the lead with a score of 12-9. Near steal for the Panthers as that layup rims in and rims out for the Devils, and the Panthers come back the other way. Orlando Hawthorne Jr. with the ball. Drive from the elbow, and the Panthers turn that one over. Delta Devils with the steal. Near steal by the Panthers, and a foul called going against the Prairie View Panthers. As the Delta Devils get fouled on that one. And there's going to be a timeout called on the floor. And we'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back as the Delta Devils have possession coming out of that timeout. Floater by Ryan Brown is good. And the Deltas cut the lead by 2. Score so far with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left is Prairie View Panthers 12, Delta Devils 11. Charles Lane Jr. thought about the jumper, drives, pulls up for the mid-range jumper, and that shot is no good. Rebound by the Delta Devils. Raquan Brown comes back the other way. He drives in the lane, and that shot is blocked, but a goaltend will be called going against Brian Miles. And the Prairie View Panthers will get possession.
Substitution for Prairie View, number 4. Charles Smith, 4. For Andre Napoli.
Prairie View Panthers with the possession here. Moving the ball around, trying to get an open shot. Prairie View Panthers trying to force it inside. Charles Smith, the fourth with the jumper, and that shot is good for the Prairie View A&M Panthers. After that 3-point shot, the Panthers lead by a score of 15-13. Delta Devils come back the other way. Trying to force the ball inside, stifling the defense by the Panthers so far. Drive inside by the Delta Devils, and a foul is drawn by number 23 for the Devils, Arico Gibson, as he will shoot 2 free throws here. Gibson comes into this one shooting 55.4% from the free throw line. First free throw attempt by Gibson is up, and it is good after bouncing around.
Substitution for the Panthers, number 0, Kevin Meneski for Javante Hawkins.
Second free throw attempt by Gibson is good, and the Devils tie this one up. Prairie View A&M Panthers come back the other way. Charles Smith with the ball. Panthers swinging it around. Elbow jump shot is no good by the Panthers, and the Delta Devils get the rebound and come back the other way. Ball is swung to the corner, and a foul called against the Panthers. Personal foul called on Charles Lane Jr. Deltas remain with the possession. Stifling defense here by the Panthers. Not really letting the Delta Devils get too many passes off, and that ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Charles Lane Jr. Correction has to be made. Charles Lane Jr., I believe, likes to be referred to as CJ. So I'm going to stop calling him Charles Lane and call him CJ. That three-point shot by the Delta Devils is no good, and they get the offensive rebound. Devils trying to work from the post. Brown with the post move. Fadeaway jump shot is no good. Foul on the floor going against the Panthers as there was a fight for the rebound.
Defense.
Delta Devils with the drive and kick, and that three-point shot is good from the corner for the Delta Devils. Number 3, Devon Sanders with the three-point shot, giving the Devils a lead as the Panthers come back the other way, and Charles Smith the fourth with the mid-range jumper. After that mid-range jumper by Charles Smith the fourth, the Panthers trail here in this first half by a score of Delta Devils 18, Prairie View Panthers 17. Delta Devils trying to work it inside. Top of the key. ISO drive to the lane. Mid-range jumper is good right over Charles Smith the fourth. Panthers and Devils trading baskets here as the Devils lead 20-17 over the Panthers. Panthers with possession. Hawthorne Jr. with the jumper, and that shot is no good. Devils coming back the other way. Devon Sanders drops to the basket. Hawthorne Jr. Orlando Hawthorne Jr. almost with the steal, as that hook shot by the Devils is no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Panthers will gain possession.
It's Panthers basketball. Substitution for Prairie View, number 14, Javante Hawkins for Charles Smith the fourth. Number 25, Chris Phoenix Jr. for Orlando Horton Jr.
Another correction, Orlando Horton Jr. is the correct pronunciation of his name. Panthers moving the ball around. Charles CJ from the corner, as that three-point jump shot is no good, as the Delta Devils get the rebound and come back the other way. Three-point jumper by the Devils is good, as they give them a 6-point lead over the Panthers here in this first half. Panthers trying to get some offense going. Great cut there by CJ, but a turnover by the Panthers and a steal by the Delta Devils. And the Devils come back the other way. trying to work in the post. Delta Devils working it inside, and that rebound, fight for the rebound as a jump ball is called. And we have another timeout on the floor as both coaches want to talk things over. Going into this timeout, the Prairie View A&M Panthers trail by a score of Delta Devils 23, Prairie View Panthers 17. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Coming out of that timeout, the Prairie View A&M Panthers have possession. Panthers trail by 6 here. Charles Smith, the fourth, drives to the basket, but the putback by Brian Miles is good as the Panthers now trail by a score of 23-19. Three-point shot by the Devils is good. Number 22 with the jumper, Reginald Rawlins. As the Panthers now trail by a score of 26-19. Brian Miles with the mid-range jumper, as that is an air ball. The Devils get the rebound to come back the other way. Three-point shot again by Reginald Rawlins is no good this time, and the Panthers get the rebound to come back the other way. Javante Hopkins drives into the lane, and that foul is called. Javante Hopkins will head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Personal foul, Delta Devils, number 10. Kenny Washington is second personal. Javante Hopkins at the free throw line for Prairie View. Shooting 2.
Javante Hopkins' first free throw attempt from the free throw line is short. No good. Hopkins comes into this one shooting 58.5% from the free throw line so far. 2 minutes left in the first half. Panthers trail by a score of 20-26 after that free throw is made by Javante Hopkins. Devils coming back the other way. Really good offensive possessions by the Devils so far. Drive to the goal by Devon Sanders as that Euro step is good, and the Devils do now lead by a score of 28-20. Prairie View Panthers coming back the other way. And that shot by Nick Gonzalez is good. And the Panthers now have 22 points here in this second half and trail by 6 points. As the Devils come back the other way, trying to force it inside to Raquan Brown, and that ball is going to be turned over by the Delta Devils. Panthers ball.
Substitution for the Panthers, number 3, Brian Miles. Number 4.
Panthers going to go with some size here to end this first half. As Brian Miles and Charles Smith IV are going to check in. Javante Hopkins with the ball. Mid-range jumper by Hopkins is no good. A fight for the rebound, and a foul is called against Brian Miles. Delta Devils will gain possession.
Personal foul, number 3, Brian Miles is third personal.
First free throw attempt for the Delta Devils, number 23, Orico Gibson. First free throw attempt is good. Gibson comes into this one shooting 55.4% from the free throw line. Second free throw attempt for Gibson is up, and it is good as well. Delta Devils lead by a score of 30-22 with 53 seconds left here in this first half. Panthers have possession to come back the other way. Charles Smith, the fourth, tried to cross over, and the ball is stolen. Delta Devils come back the other way. Gibson with the layup attempt, and it is no good. Fight for the rebound, and the ball goes out of bounds. Prairie View A&M basketball. Panthers coming back the other way after that turnover by the Devils. Nick Gonzalez with the three-point shot. That shot is up and good. Nick Gonzalez comes into this one shooting 28.9% from the three-point line and cuts into the Panthers and cuts into the Delta Devils lead, where the Panthers now trail by a score of 30-25. 10 seconds left here in this first half. The Devils will more than likely hold the ball for a last shot. Devontae Sanders dancing around, gets it kicked out. Ryan Ronalds with the three-point shot to end the half is no good. The Prairie View Panthers trail in this one so far by a score of Delta Devils 30, Prairie View Panthers 25. We'll be right back to start the second half of this conference matchup. And welcome back to start the second half. The Delta Devils have possession. Panthers with more stifling defense here, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. Prairie View Panthers basketball. Panthers with possession, moving the ball around, trying to get an open shot. Gordon Jr. with the ball, kicks it to Smith. Smith kicks it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez kicks to Bagansky. Smith with the pump fake, drives inside, another pump fake, and that layup is good by Charles Smith the fourth. Delta Devils will get the ball, come back the other way. And a steal by Kevin Bagansky, and that layup by the Panthers is no good. Gordon Jr. with the rebound. Panthers, Charles Smith with the mid-range jumper, and that shot is good. Panthers trail here by one, cutting their lead down by 4 points here in the second half early. Score is Delta Devils 30, Prairie View Panthers 29. Devils moving the ball around, and the Panthers with more stifling defense here to open up the second half. Prairie View Panthers on defense here. Devils trying to get the ball inbounded, and they do so. More stifling defense here by the Panthers, and they steal by Horton Jr. Panthers coming back the other way. Kick to the corner. Nick Gonzalez with the three-point jumper, and that shot is off. Fight for the rebound. And the Delta Devils gain possession. Devils coming back the other way, slow things down to get their offense set. Raquan Brown with the mid-range jumper, step-back jumper, and that shot is good. Devils lead by 3. Nick Gonzalez with the ball at the three-point line. Kicks it back to Horton Jr. Horton Jr. at the top of the key. Kicks to Charles Smith. Smith with the isolation. His turnaround jumper is short. Rebounded by Brian Miles. And the Panthers will remain with the possession. Charles Smith the fourth with the ball. Fights inside, and that layup is no good by Charles Smith. The Delta Devils get the rebound and coming back the other way. Top of the key is Reginald Rollins. He kicks it to Devon Sanders. Kick to the corner. 3-point shot by the Devils is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers, and they lost the rebound. Rebound gathered by the Devils. Kick to the corner once again. That 3-point shot is up by Jalen Sanders, and that shot is no good. Rebounded by the Devils. Tries to go back up. No good. And the Panthers gain possession. Coming back the other way are the Panthers as they slow their offense down to get a better shot. Kick to the corner. Charles Smith, the four from the corner, and that shot is no good. And the Delta Devils gain possession. Devils coming back the other way. Delta slowing things down, trying to get their offense set, and they turn the ball over. Prairie View Panthers ball.
Substitution for Prairie View. Number 1, C.J. Lane for Charles Smith.
Checking in for Charles Smith the fourth is C.J. Lane. On the court for the Panthers is Horton Jr., C.J. Lane, Nick Gazelis, Kevin McGansky, and Brian Miles as Nick Gazelis pulls up for a mid-range jumper, and that jumper is good as the Panthers now trail by 1 with a score of Delta Devils 32, Prairie View Panthers 31. Delta Devils slowing things down on our offense, trying to get an open shot here. Moving the ball around. Quan Brown backs up for isolation. Brown with the 3-point jumper, and that shot is no good. Fight for the rebound as the Panthers have it. Pushes it up court. Brian Miles goes up strong. And a foul on that shot as Brian Miles will go to the free throw line for the Panthers. Timeout here by the Panthers as they look to talk things over. We'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back as Brian Miles is at the free throw line for the Prairie View Panthers as the first free throw is up and it is good. Second free throw attempt for Brian Miles is up and it is no good. And the Panthers tie this game up by a score of 32-32. Devils with a kick to the corner, kicked inside, and that shot is blocked, but a foul is called going against the Prairie View A&M Panthers. Getting fouled on that layup was Reginald Rollins, as he will go to the free throw line. Comes into this one shooting 46.2% from the free throw line. First free throw for the Devils here is good as the Devils take a lead of 33-32. 15 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this second half. Panthers moving the ball around, trying to get an open shot. Nick Gazelis at the top of the key. Panthers trying to force it inside. Charles Smith the fourth. Horton Jr. with the drive to the basket, and that shot is no good. And they steal by the Panthers as they come back the other way. Layup by Brian Miles is good. Panthers take the lead 34-32 as the Devils come back the other way. Mid-range jumper by Ryan Rawlins is no good. Fight for the rebound down low, and a foul is called against the Panthers as the Devils will talk things over. Devils remain with possession. Devils moving the ball around here. And a shot by the Devils is good, giving the Devils a 1-point lead here in the second half. Panthers coming back the other way. Panthers moving the ball around here, trying to get an open shot. Jumper by the Panthers is no good, and the Devils come down with the rebound. Devils coming back the other way. Mid-range jumper by the Devils is no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Panthers come away with the possession. Porter Jr. kicks to Nick Gonzalez for the three-point shot. That shot is up and no good. Devils with the rebound. Panthers trying to get the steal here. His bodies hit the floor and a jump ball is called. The Prairie View Panthers will gain possession here after the Devils turned it over. Panthers moving the ball around here, trying to get an open shot. Charles Smith the fourth with the three-point shot, and that shot is good, giving the Panthers a 2-point lead here in the second half. And that layup by the Devils is good. Making the layup was Reginald Rawlins for the Delta Devils. Panthers come back the other way. Tie game here in the second half by a score of 37-37. Charles Smith the fourth drives inside, pump fakes, kicks to the corner. Nick Gonzalez with the three-point shot is good from the corner. And the Panthers now lead by 3 points. Timeout called on the floor. Panthers lead by a score of 40-37. We'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back as the Delta Devils have possession coming out of this timeout. Devils moving the ball around here, force it inside, and they get the layup, and it's good by number 13, Darius Clark. Clark comes into this one averaging 1.7 points per game here, and the Devils trail by 1 by a score of Delta Devils 39, Prairie View Panthers 40. Panthers with possession, moving the ball around here, and a foul is called going against the Delta Devils. Charles Smith, fourth, loses the ball. Almost a turnover there for the Panthers, but they gained possession. Good driving kick for the Prairie View Panthers by Horton Jr. to Brian Miles. And the Panthers lead by 3 now by a score of Prairie View Panthers 42, Delta Devils 39. Delta's trying to get some offense going here, but stifling defense here by the Panthers. Kick to the corner, back outside. And they steal by the Prairie View Panthers. Horton Jr. comes back the other way. Pass inside to Brian Miles, has that shot blocked, and the Delta Devils get the ball back. Empty possession there for the Panthers as the Delta Devils come back the other way. Pick and roll. Devon Sanders with the drive inside, almost finished. Nice move. But that shot is no good as the Panthers come back the other way. Good cut by Charles Smith the fourth, and that layup is good. A lot of contact. Panthers now lead with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this second half. Panthers lead by a score of 44-39. Pick and pop for the Delta Devils, and that three-point shot is no good. Panthers come up with the rebound. Kick to the right side for Nick Gonzalez, and that three-point shot is good. As Nick Gonzalez increases the Panthers lead. The Panthers now lead by a score of Prairie View Panthers 47, Delta Devils 39. We'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back. Coming out of that timeout, the Delta Devils have possession here as the Panthers lead by a score of 47-39. Delta Devils pull up for their mid-range jumper. Offensive rebound is good. And one on the foul on the layup. Going to the free throw line for the Delta Devils is number 0, Raquan Brown. Brown comes into this one shooting 70.3% from the free throw line. He will get one shot here. First free throw attempt here for Brown. It's up, and it is good. That cuts into the Panthers' lead as they now lead by a score of 47-42. Panthers moving the ball around here, trying to get an open shot. Charles Smith the fourth with the drive to the basket, and that basket is good. Increases the Panthers' lead to 7. Panthers now lead by a score of 49-42. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left here in this second half. Foul called here on the Prairie View Panthers as the Delta Devils were trying to force it inside. Fight for position there down low in the post. Mid-range jumper by Raquan Brown bounces around the rim, and it is good. Cuts into the Panthers' lead. The Panthers now lead by a score of 49-44. Panthers slowing their offense down here, trying to get an open shot. Panthers moving the ball around here. Ball finds Charles Smith. He drives inside, and that layup is good as Charles Smith is on a heater. And Charles Smith with a steal. Panthers coming back the other way. That layup by Charles Smith is no good, but the follow by Brian Miles is good. Panthers now lead by a score of 53-44 as the Delta Devils have possession and are coming back the other way. Raquan Brown with the drive to the basket, and that shot is good as the Devils cut into the Panthers' lead, and the Panthers now lead by a score of 53-46 as we have a timeout here on the floor. We'll be right back after this timeout. And the Panthers have possession coming out of that timeout. Charles Smith with the layup as Charles Smith has run off 6 or 8 of the Prairie View Panthers' last 6 or 8 points. Panthers now lead by a score of 55-46. Delta Devils with possession. Near steal by the Panthers. Devils get possession back. Shot inside is no good by the Devils, and that ball is tipped. Devils will retain possession. Correction, Panthers will gain possession after forcing another turnover on the Delta Devils. Charles Smith IV turned the ball over for the Prairie View Panthers. Delta Devils come back the other way, and the layup by Raquan Brown. Horton Jr. with the drive to the basket for the Panthers, as that layup is no good, and the Delta Devils come down with the rebound. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left here in this second half. Delta Devils trail the Prairie View Panthers 55-48, and the Panthers get a steal, and Horton Jr. comes back the other way with an easy layup, giving the Panthers a new lead of 57-48. Dunk inside by the Delta Devils, as there was a blown coverage in the Panthers defense, and we have a injury timeout here as Horton Jr. getting himself together as he limps off of the court. A light limp. Hope he's okay. CJ Lane checks in for Horton Jr. Panthers moving the ball around here. CJ Lane with the drive to the basket. Ball knocked away, and the Devils steal it, coming back the other way. Foul call going against the Panthers. Panther fans aren't happy about that one. Looks like it could have been a charge. Nevertheless, referees call a foul going against the Prairie View Panthers, and the Delta Devils will go to the free throw line. Shooting free throws for the Devils will be Devon Sanders. Sander comes into this one shooting 66.7% from the free throw line. Devils last, Devon Sanders' first free throw attempt is good in the Devils' last game. A loss to Alabama A&M University by a score of 78-70. Devon Sanders, along with Raquan Brown, led the team in scoring with 23 points in the loss to Alabama A&M. A second free throw attempt by Sanders is good, and the Panthers now lead by a score of 57-52. Panthers trying to get their offense set here. Horton Jr. checked back into the game. Kicks out to Charles Smith IV. Kicks inside to Brian Miles, and that layup is good. Panthers increase their lead by a score of 59-52 with 5 minutes left here in this second half. Foul called inside going against the Prairie View A&M Panthers as Raquan Brown will go to the free throw line. Brown comes into this one shooting 70.3% from the free throw line. He'll get 2 free throws here. Quan Brown with the mid-range jumper over Charles Smith, the fourth. And that shot is no good. Good defense there by Charles Smith as the Panthers get possession and come back the other way. Horton Jr. kicks to the top of the key. Charles Smith with the ball. And a steal by number 11 for the Devils, Jalen Sanders. And a foul is called against the Panthers as Jalen Sanders will go to the free throw line. Jalen Sanders comes into this one shooting 0% from the free throw line, as these will be his first free throws of the season. First free throw attempt for Sanders is good, as the Devils cut into the Panthers' lead. Panthers now lead by 6. A little friendly banter there at the free throw line by Brian Miles and Raquan Brown. Fight for the rebound, and the Panthers come away with it. Panthers coming back the other way. Screen by Brian Miles. Set Kevin McGansky free. Brian Miles at the top of the key. Kicks to Charles Smith the fourth. Kicks to Nick Gonzalez. Tries to get a shot up. Great defense here by the Devils. Horton Jr. with the ball, kicks to Kevin McGansky. Mid-range jumper is good for the Panthers. Panthers now lead by a score of 61-53 with 4 minutes and 17 seconds left here in this second half. Near steal by the Panthers. Kick inside by the Devils, and that ball is going to be turned over by the Devils. Panthers will gain possession, coming back the other way. On the court here for the Panthers is number 12, Orlando Horton Jr. Number 4, Charles Smith IV. Number 3, Brian Miles. Number 11, Nick Gonzalez, as he puts up the three-point shot, and that shot is good. That three-point shot by Nick Gonzalez gives the Panthers an 11-point lead here with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here in this second half. Three-point shot by Jalen Sanders by the Devils is no good. Air ball. Offensive rebound by the Devils is no good. Another offensive rebound, and the second attempt shot by the Devils is also no good, and the Panthers finally corral it in, and they come back the other way. 3 minutes and 19 seconds left here in this second half. The Panthers lead by a score of 64-53. And Nick Gonzalez pops out on the left elbow. Devils cut off his driving lane. He passes the ball to Kevin McGansky. Charles Smith drives inside, and that shot is good. Foul called and one for the Prairie View A&M Panthers. And we have a timeout here on the floor. Panthers now lead by a score of 66-53. With 3 minutes left here in this second half, we'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back as we come out of this timeout. Free throws being attempted by the Prairie View A&M Panthers as they lead. With 3 minutes left here in the second half, the Panthers lead by a score of 66-53 over the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils. First free throw attempt by Charles Smith IV is good. McKinley Harris will check in for Charles Smith IV. And the Delta Devils now have possession. Stoppage in play here.
All right, Panther fans, we need defense.
Devils still have possession. Kick inside by the Devils as they force up a layup, and that shot is no good. Rebounded by the Panthers as they come back the other way. Nick Gonzalez with the three-point jumper as that shot is no good. Devils come back the other way. Tried to force up a layup, but it wasn't there. The Panthers are still playing great defense here. Devils trying to get some offense going with 2 minutes left here as the mid-range jumper by the Devils is no good and tipped in by the Devils. A little bit of help by the Panthers there as well. Fight for the rebound ends up being a tip in for the Delta Devils as the Panthers now lead by a score of 67-55 with 1 minute and 45 seconds left here in the second half. Kevin McGansky drives to the basket. Pass inside to Brian Miles, and that shot is good as the Panthers now lead by a score of 96-55. Steal by the Panthers, and they call a foul on Horton Jr. We believed he had a steal, but referees will call a foul as number 5 for the Delta Devil, Walter Hamilton, will go to the free throw line. Hamilton comes into this one shooting 42.4% from the free throw line this season. That free throw attempt by Hamilton is no good, and the Panthers will gain possession after a rebound by Brian Miles. Nick Gonzalez with the kick to the top of the key. Panthers moving the ball around here, trying to get an open shot with 1 minute left here in this second half. Charles Smith, the fourth, with the mid-range jumper is good, and the Panthers now increase their lead, and they lead by a score of 71-55. Delta Devils come back the other way, and number 3, Devon Sanders, is able to draw a foul on the drive. Going to the free throw line for the Delta Devils is number 3, Devon Sanders. Sanders comes into this one shooting 66.7% from the free throw line.
Substitution for the Panthers, number 30, Andre Nutley, for Orlando, Horton Jr.
And the Panthers come back the other way after the free throw by Devon Sanders is good. Panthers now lead by a score of 71-57. Charles Smith the fourth setting the screen for Kevin McGansky. Charles Smith with the turnaround jumper, pump fake, up again, and that shot is no good. He believed he got fouled on that shot. Devils coming back the other way. With 20 seconds left here in this second half, this game is all but over as a jumper is put up by the Devils, and that shot is good by number 10, Danny Washington, who shoots 40% from the three-point line for the Devils this season, and a timeout is called on the floor, and we'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back after that timeout. Panthers now have possession and will dribble this one out as the Prairie View A&M Panthers come out victorious in their first conference game, beating the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils by a score of 71-60. Prairie View Panthers' next game will be on Monday, January 15th at 5:30 p.m. when they will take on AR Pine Bluff in the Baby Dome. Thank you all for tuning into today's broadcast. My name is Gregory Johnson, and I'm signing off. Have a good one, folks. Again, we had a final score of Prairie View Panthers 71, Delta Devils 60.